I know when I talked to you the first time, you had told me that Sammy, the character Sammy in the book, touched something in you. I can't remember exactly what you said, but you kept his name kept coming up in your head or something to that
Yeah.
effect.
Now, Sammy, what it was, he was your mentor, correct? And is that who you refer to? Say that, Sammy?
Sammy was someone in my group.
Okay.
And in the context of spiritual growth and spiritual cultivation, we meet in groups and we talk honestly about what's really going on with us and
Right.
our struggles with living by spiritual principles. We talk about it. And in this particular example with Sammy, I was sharing with Sammy my challenge, my carnal challenges, the challenges of the
Right.
flesh, the challenges of sensuality. And
Mhm.
Sammy gave me some hard truth. I don't know if you
Right.
you
Right.
remember that.
I forgot how he put it towards you, but I do know that after so many years, he relapsed. He ended up dying after 7 or 8 years of being clean. I do remember that.
Yes. And that's the sad thing about drug addiction, right? Or any type of addiction, really. Drug addiction, when I say drug, alcohol is a drug. Drug addiction can take your life at any particular point because it's an irrational dis-ease of the spirit. We do things that are irrational, irresponsible. We do things that are self-destructive. We do things that are life depleting. And Sammy, although Sammy had, I think, 9 years clean, for whatever reason, he did something that took him back to the drug. And I tell you, after 9 years clean, it didn't take it long. I think it was just a couple of months and Sammy was dead.
Yeah. But let me
Yeah.
ask you this,
So
if I can ask you a question.
absolutely.
Is it that I guess you just have to stay, I know it's one day at a time, it's saying one day at a time and stay mentally strong. But something just in your mind triggers you back to your past and you end up, relapse. Even after all those years, with your years of your meetings and your mentors and the things you've been through in life, what would you say triggered him after 9 years?
Yeah. Relapse in terms of addiction, the safe space is in the collective group. The minute I disconnect myself from the collective group and I stop telling on myself, our secrets are what keep us sick. And when we have a group that we share our secrets with regularly, we can expose the dis-ease of the spirit in ways that will dissolve it, right? Thoughts lead to feelings, lead to action.
Okay.
And before we take any action, there's a thought. What happens to people who are addicted, or I'm going to say what happens to me, is that if I get a thought about using and I don't share it with somebody, that thought will grow. And at some point, that thought will become a fixed idea and I can't get rid of it. And
Right.
at that point, I'm done. I'm toast. I'm going to do whatever it was that's embedded in that thought. And if it's using drugs or using any type of mind or mood altering substance, that puts me back on a path to absolute destruction. We call it jails, institutions, and death.
Say that the jail's institution of death.
Those are the ends for people who are addicted to drugs who can't stop. At some point, one of
Oh,
those things is going to
oh,
show up.
I got you.
Yeah.
Wow.